I told him that the Chinese man in one of the companies was the illegitimate son of a member of the Standing Committee of China. He said that couldn't be true. The guy was born in the United States. I said that those born in the United States are indeed part of the Chinese Communist Party's gene plan. This American-born Chinese is one of the people who controls the secrets of almost all human beings. He has more information than the CIA. I said if one day he sits in the interrogation chair, you will ask him 2 questions: who was behind the Sinovac vaccine? When did Sinovac technology started, and what's the relationship between AI, Sinovac technology, and vaccines? I told him
哎呦我的妈呀！你看，就文和老师，文和老师又红又专的。
Hello, this is Ava. I'm so happy to be here. Hello, Henry. Hello, Richard. Happy New Year.
Hello, Ava. Hello, Henry. Hello, global fellow fighters. I'm very excited to be with you again, especially at this New Year's Eve moment broadcasting for taking down CCT.
Hello, Ava. Hello, Richard. Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. Thank you for having me on. And then
I'm so happy today. It's a very special. It's the last day for 2025. So let's go ahead, Henry, please.
Okay. Now, please look at the first slides. Okay, thank you. RNA disruption. Vaccine mRNA is modified mRNA designed to increase its longevity and production. The technique used by Pfizer and Moderna disrupt macroRNAs, which are essential players in cell proliferation and death, particularly in cancer cells. A 2021 study showed that the vaccine spike protein is transported in vesicles containing macroRNAs, which in turn prevent interferon function and thus inhibits innate immunity by disrupting cellular processes such as proliferation and tumor surveillance. Okay, please look at next one. Thank you. So activation of oncogenic pathways. The spike protein is suspected of indirectly activating several pathways that play a crucial role in tumor growth, proliferation, and cell survivals, and of increasing the level of interleukin-6. A pro-inflammatory marker involved in immunity, inflammation, tumor progression, and metastasis, and resistance to immunotherapy. Its chronic elevation is associated with inflammation that may promote cancer in certain contexts. Grok specifies here again that no study formally established a link between these disturbances and cancer, but a recent study found metabolic evidence of an activation of certain oncogenic pathways, including PI3K, mTOR pathways in patients who develop a leukemia in the weeks following a second or third Pfizer injection. Please look at the last one, the last slides. Thank you. Tumor macroenvironment. Lipid nanoparticles accumulates in tissues while enhanced permeability and retention effect, characterized by increased permeability of tumor blood vessels and prolonged retention of nanoparticles in tumor tissue. LNPS thus causes a faster spread of cancer cells, potentially explain the tubal cancer phenomenon described by pathologists and oncologists and observed in a study on mice. Is such a acceleration of a pathogenic process valid for other disease induced by the spike protein? Swedish researchers demonstrate in 2023 that the spike protein could not only induce Alzheimer's disease, but also reduce incubation period of disease by 80%, thus causing a novel form of turbo Alzheimer's disease. Thank you, Eva.
Henry. I studied so hard and then feel like understand like a little bit. It's not like 100%. And I feel like this is a really professional everything, like a word and the professional picture is there. And I cannot very understand, but I know mRNA is so bad. Spike protein very bad for the cell. So Richard, can you like use a simple word to describe a little bit to help people like me to understand more? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Eva. Thank you, Henry. Actually, to me, the same. All of these medical words was like, just I can't imagine how the doctors get the certificate, to be the doctor or even, more certificate. So it's really tough. But without broadcasting and this article and the PowerPoint, we started to learn to understand the body, how magical the body is. So especially today, at the beginning, I started to realize that, in our body, actually, there are many kind of like RNAs, not only mRNA, right? We know mRNA, the man-made mRNA in a vaccine, COVID vaccine is very bad, right? Damage our health and then cause a lot of diseases. But there is one RNA called a microRNA, which is beneficial to our health. However, the mRNA from the COVID vaccine, they disrupt this kind of RNA, mRNA or microRNA. So this matches, the theory, the evil theory of those bad guys that they try to use our body as like the battlefield. They use this kind of like a spike protein or the lipid nanoparticle, this bad protein or the like cells to attack our like immune guard cells, so that we people can get a lot of cancers or the diseases. And second issue, I started to understand what is Alzheimer. The Alzheimer, what I knew before is like a brain started to fade out, right? To get and then dysfunction and get like you understand or remember or capability can get worse and worse. But through the preparation of this PPT, we found that this disease caused the brain to the withered to get smaller and smaller. It's not like enriched and full of the cells in the brain. It's like withered. It's like dried. It looks like very horrible. And that is why people's brain cannot work properly, because their brain started to reduce and then withered, right? So this is my understanding. But we with this the broadcasting about the COVID vaccine, we really started to know more about our body and our the how the immune system, especially the immune system, to work to fight against those kind of tumor or cancer and other diseases to protect our body. Eva.
Okay. So yeah, I don't understand too much things, but I see the picture like the brain. So the last PPT is that page. Then I saw the brain. One of the part like is kind of looks ugly and feel like something already bite everywhere, and then they being kind of like a smaller. So this one, that's why the people is after vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine, and they bring damaged, or like we have a broadcast before, like people it's not called like cognitive. That one is cognitive impairment, close to 140%, and it's very bad. So people maybe easily to forget something, and everything like I told last time I told one of the fellow fighter, I feel like the people they have once the people in like 2-3 weeks ago, I met one of the lady. She told me she have a 7-time COVID-19 vaccine. Yeah, of course, we're living in Vancouver. And she told me that when I talk to her, she feel like very slow, like talking. The way she really slow, and I feel like thinking the way not very normal for me. And so, how about Henry? You have something wanna share?
Sure. Thank you, Eva. Yeah, you can see, look, we have been talking about COVID vaccine for 3 episodes, now. From these, peer-reviewed research paper, we can see this vaccine has nothing to do with protecting people from the virus. It has nothing to do with, like protecting people. It has to stopping the spread of the virus. Instead, it looks like more like a bioweapon. So it causes, genome instability, immune evasions, chronic inflammation, RNA disinterruption, and then it also activates, oncogenic pathways. It cultivates, tumor microenvironments, and it prevents from repairing the damaged DNA. So can you believe this has been something, something forced to inject into your body, not just, locally, not just, provincially, not just nationally, but globally. So is this, crazy, So also, please know that, the information of this kind was censored by government, by MSM and big tech, working together. Please know that those honest, scientists and doctors has been threatened and, prosecuted and sued to the court. So I would like to, challenge people, no matter which unit colleges they graduated from, or what degrees they are holding. So humble themselves, access this truthful, information and verify it for yourself, for themselves. So this is a matter of, basic freedom. This is a matter of basic human rights, and also this is a matter of life and death. As a followers of the NFSC New Federal State of China, we are thankful to the Miles, the founder of New Federal State of China, for his courage, for his brave, to break down the warning of us, based on his intelligence from within the CCP. He warned us that he warned us about the virus, is a bioweapon, and the vaccine is a bioweapon. Okay, the vaccine, the COVID is just an appetizer, and the vaccine is the main course. So that's the CCP's plan to, sabotage the world. Eva.
Okay, how about we take a look at one of the clip from my school? Thank you.
世界经济的崩塌的罪魁祸首，共产党，因为你制造了病毒，世界没有任何人可以躲避到疫苗灾难，疫苗灾难超过100个、1000个、10000个俄乌战争。
Okay, this is a milestone early, very early to tell our fellow fighter. That's why like I mentioned so many times, he risked his own life and tell the whole world to not taking the COVID-19 vaccine. So this is I feel like that's why we still standing here, and this is the last day for our last day for 2025. We're still standing here to broadcast. That's why we want to spread the truth to the world. How about Richard? You want to share something like I really want to you share the sentence. People regret, and some people regret. Some people that doesn't regret, doesn't say regret things. That sentence is so. I feel that sentence is so show the people how the feeling right now.
Yeah. Yes, the Joe Rogan, the big influencer from US, right? He said that I see a lot of people regret, who took the vaccine, COVID vaccine, but I didn't see any person who regret that he didn't take the vaccine, the COVID vaccine. I said, wow, it's true, because now more and more people realize that how evil and the COVID vaccine damage our body and all the kind of diseases, including the cancer, just boom in the people, right? So I remember like 3 days ago when we met a friend, who is a Christian, and he told me, he and his wife and his family didn't take any COVID vaccine. I said, wow, I was surprised. I started to, to doubt. Oh, are you a NFSC fellow fighter? But then I asked him, some question and this, and I tried to test, but looks like he didn't understand. But this is even more surprisingly to me, because for common people, without the mask was warning or give us the like the why we shouldn't take the COVID vaccine, we understand, and it helps us to make a decision, right, more easily. But for common people, the other people, it's really difficult, right? So because everybody take vaccine, or the government ask you, push you to take a vaccine. If not, then you have nowhere to go but just stuck at home. But in China, even worse, right? And he was in China, during that period. So it's really surprisingly to me, like, wow, because I think one thing, saved him from this vaccine, COVID vaccine, because he is the practicing and faithful Christian, and he believed in God for many years, and then I believe in this kind of logic with righteousness, and also the faith to God help and save their lives, from this disaster. But anyway, we can see that around in our world now looks like everything is back to normal, right? So many people ski, here, and it looks like so happy, especially celebrate for the new year, this and that. But we know that this year, especially the economy. I was always thinking that the economy, how come the economy, and especially the price of the real estate, price of the house was like a dropping and dropping and dropping, but still with this low, kind of low price of the house, but the market is still getting worse. I think one main reason could be the COVID vaccine. When I think we talked about this issue, right? So people, when in somebody's family, somebody get like a cancer, get like a sick, nobody can be like actively to check the house, to buy the house, to change their the residence house and this and that, right? So the economy is like so discourageable. And yeah, that is my share. But the key issue is that COVID vaccine are killing people, or at least making people like feeling bad, and their life no hope and no light. but we need the light. That's why we need to take down the CCP, which is the root cause of all the disastrous events in the world.
Wow, so good you share, and I totally agree with you. And I remember Miles Guo talk about the people who not taking the vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine, and so mostly they have a belief. Now I understand because very early Miles Guo talk about this. That time I feel like what belief people believe religion. Those people some like now like already proved. You said you meet one of the guy they believe the God, and I meet a few people they not take the vaccine. Then when I talk to them, I find out they have their own belief. So yeah, how about Henry? You want to share something or?
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you anymore. So just think about, in Miles' clip, just thinking about how many people got killed by the COVID-19 vaccine, how much cover up, the DS, including the CCP, has been launched in regard to the truth on the vaccine. Just thinking of the way of the life, it has been totally watering from the pandemic. Okay, please know that the COVID-19 vaccine has been already there in 2019 before the outbreak of the COVID-19. Just thinking about that. Miles, several years ago revealed that the unleash of the vaccine and the virus is a part of the CCP's plan to destroy Hong Kong's protest in 2019 and to undermine, to weaken, to destruct the U.S. so that it could consolidate its power and it could enslave more people, not just Chinese people.
Okay, so now like the broadcast for me is very important to tell the audience who sometimes I go out to tell the people the COVID-19 vaccine will kill you. This is we wanna separate, as Moscow told us, the Chinese Communist Party cannot represent the Chinese people, because all the things that they've done is not we just want to separate the CCP is not equal to Chinese people, and then also we want to this is not the political we want to talk. It's about your own life. So take care yourself, and if you want more information, come to our Getter to find more about Miles Guo's clip, and you will know it's very important to take the antidote ultimately. So it's a time to say goodbye, but Happy New Year again. Thank you.
Happy New Year. Take down CCP.
Take down CCP.
Take down CCP. Take down.